Hey there, sugar. Come on in and shut that door. Don't let the cold sneak in behind you. Pull up a chair and wrap your blanket tight and let Granny pour you a cup of tonight's tea. The kind that's sweet at first sip, but leaves you thinking long after it's gone. Tonight's story is about a plant you've seen 1,000 times, hung in doorways and corners, usually laughed at and kissed under. But mistletoe, darling, ain't nearly as harmless as folks like to think. The word mistletoe comes from the Old English mistletoe, which means different twig, and that name fits it just right. Mistletoe don't grow like other plants. It has no roots in the ground. Instead, it climbs high into the branches of fruit trees, maples, and sometimes oaks, and it latches on. It takes whatever it needs straight from its host: water, nutrients, strength. Romantic? Not a bit. It's a parasite, still green in winter, bearing white berries when everything else has gone bare. That alone made ancient folks feel uneasy. Anything that thrives when the world is dying tends to get noticed. Long ago in Norse legend, there lived Frigga, goddess of love and motherhood. Her son, Baldur, was the god of light and innocence, so beloved that Frigga made everything swear an oath never to harm him. Every stone, every beast, every blade of grass. But she forgot one thing: mistletoe. Loki, the trickster god, learned of this weakness. He fashioned an arrow from mistletoe and tricked Baldur's blind brother Hoth into firing it. The arrow struck true. Baldur fell dead, and with him went the light. The long winter nights followed. Frigga's grief was so deep that her tears fell onto the mistletoe, turning into white berries. She declared then that mistletoe would never bring harm again, only love and peace. From that moment on, anyone who stood beneath the mistletoe was to receive a kiss, even enemies, sworn rivals. Weapons were set aside, a truce was declared for one day. The Celts, now they had their own ideas about mistletoe. They believed it was sacred because it didn't touch the earth. When mistletoe grew on an oak, their holiest tree, they said it was the soul of the tree itself. On the sixth night of the new moon, after the winter solstice, the high druid climbed the oak and cut the mistletoe with a golden sickle. Not iron, not stone, gold only. The pieces were caught in white cloths because letting mistletoe touch the ground was said to bring terrible luck. People wore mistletoe charms to protect themselves from witches, evil spirits, and sicknesses, and a sprig hung over the doorway meant only happiness was allowed inside, or so they hoped. By the 1700s, mistletoe had become part of Christmas custom. Kissing balls, made of boxwood, holly, and mistletoe, were hung in windows and doorways. A young lady caught beneath it could not refuse a kiss. Each kiss removed one berry. When the berries were gone, the magic was spent. And if a girl wasn't kissed, well, the folks say she might still be single next Christmas. Funny how superstition likes to meddle in romance. In Switzerland, mistletoe was shot from trees with arrows, and for luck, it had to be caught in the left hand before hitting the ground. In parts of northern Europe, mistletoe was called thunderbeetle. It was linked to lightning and fire, used as a divining rod to find treasure, or as a master key to open locks. A plant that could open doors and unlock secrets. Now, sugar, that should give you pause. Here's the part folks don't like to talk about. Raw mistletoe berries are poisonous. They can cause seizures and in some cases death. Children, pets, they're especially vulnerable. So Granny's advice, enjoy the tradition, but be wise about it. Use artificial mistletoe or ask your florist to replace the berries. Some old magic is best admired from a distance. Mistletoe is a symbol of life, green when everything else is bare. A reminder that can love and survive the darkest season. But remember, sugar, anything that powerful deserves respect. Hang it high, treat it kindly, and don't let it touch the ground. Now finish your tea, dear. Sleep warm, sleep safe. And Granny's looking forward to seeing you next time. Have a good night now.